Good morning, everyone. It is so exciting to be here and kicking off this commencement with our first ceremony. Packed room, so many smiling faces. We're going to just have an amazing couple of hours celebrating all of you today. So I'm Michael Betts. I'm president of Walden University, and it is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to Walden University's 74th commencement ceremony. Commencement is a landmark in the lives of you, our graduates, and your families. This is an occasion for all of us to express our pride in your accomplishments. I hope you had a chance to see some of the words of congratulation from our faculty before the ceremony. These messages celebrate all that you've accomplished and can be viewed on the commencement showroom if you missed them. Not only is this a chance to celebrate this academic milestone, but it is also a reminder of the value and joy of being together as a community. As we begin our ceremony today, I would like to acknowledge an integral part of our community, Walden University's Board of Directors. Their devotion to our mission and our students has made us the thriving, distinctive institution that we are today. I ask that all of our board members please stand so that we may recognize you. Thank you. A community is sustained not only by those who lead it, but by every individual who has shared in its mission. And while commencement is a joyous occasion, it is also a time of reflection. As we gather today, we feel the absence of those remarkable people who are no longer here to share their light with us. At this time, let us remember those in the Walden community we have lost since the last commencement and recognize their impact on Walden's legacy. The names of these individuals are in your commencement book on page 19 and can be found online at the Walden commencement page. Please join me in honoring their memories with a moment of silence. Thank you. Walden celebrates commencement twice a year, and this celebration is one that spans the globe. The stunning display of flags on the screens represent the 89 countries that our graduates currently call home, from Canada to Zimbabwe. I'm always inspired when so many members of our global learning community come together in one place. There is another vibrant part of the Walden community that we'd like to acknowledge, our alumni network. You will hear more about the network later in the program when each of you officially joins the ranks of the Walden Alumni Network. There are so many more graduates celebrating with us around the world that will also be your fellow alumni. It is so wonderful to be able to see our graduates here today in person, and I look forward to celebrating many more on February 7th at our virtual ceremony. You've shared photos in your regalia with your spouses, children, and families, celebrating in some of your favorite locations. These moments you've captured are a culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. You've all overcome challenges and achieved remarkable things. You might have caught some of these graduate photos as you joined us in the room today, and we will play a tribute to highlight some of our favorites later on in the ceremony. And as we celebrate this momentous occasion, let's give a warm welcome to Dr. Sue Subach, Walden University Associate President and Provost.
Whew. We might be the only place that isn't having snow right now. So we should all just be thankful for that for 1 second. And I'd like to just say, wow. Look around for a moment. Take it in. This is your day. Go slow about it. Feel the moment. I also know for a fact that none of you got here alone. So let's take a moment to turn around to someone near you and say, We did it. That's my cue to say we're allowed to have fun. And it felt good, didn't it? Because success is never just about one person. Michael mentioned the community, and it's about the community that lifts us. The late night pep talks, the sacrifices, and most of all, the little kindnesses that brought you here today. So as we celebrate, let's acknowledge something important. You are not the same person you were when you began this journey. First of all, you're way more tired. And earning this degree has changed you. It's equipped you with new knowledge, skills, and perspectives. You've learned to persevere, to think critically, and to solve real problems. You may have discovered your capacity to lead, to innovate, and importantly, to serve. You are now prepared to make a real impact in your profession, your community, and the world. So whether you're entering a new role, advancing in your field, launching big ideas, today marks the moment you move from learning to leading. Preparation gives you the tools, but importantly, values will guide how you use them. And there is one value I'd like to lift up today. If you've heard me speak before, you know I often talk about inclusivity, and it's a cornerstone of who we are. But today I want to focus on something just as powerful, something we could all use some of pretty much every day: kindness. And you know, people think kindness is just polite, but I think kindness is courageous. It's the decision to pause, to truly listen, and to respond with empathy rather than reaction. And some people think it's easy, but it's not. It's not easy, and it's not soft. In fact, kindness is often the harder path. It's the one that builds bridges, breaks down barriers, and opens doors that intellect alone never, ever could. So I've been reading a lot about this lately, and I've come to believe that the kindest person in the room is probably also the smartest. Because kindness gathers people, it focuses energy, and it turns intention into impact. And that brings me to a line that has guided me. And it might guide you too. So I'm going to take a little chance here, and I'm going to make this moment interactive. They say never do that in a classroom this size, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I want you to listen closely and see if you can guess who said these words. The ideals which have lighted my way and time after time have given me new courage to face life cheerfully have been kindness, beauty, and truth. Who do you think said that? Maybe Maya Angelou? Sounds like her. Mother Teresa? Gandhi? Helen Keller? Martin Luther King Jr.? Maybe the Dalai Lama? Nelson Mandela? Anybody have other ideas? It's shocking. It was Albert Einstein. The same Einstein we all think of as a genius, right? Even he recognized that kindness, beauty, and truth are the real sources of courage and inspiration. So how do we turn that insight into impact? Today, tomorrow, and in the years ahead. I say let kindness be your leadership strategy. In the workplace, lead meetings that invite voices, especially the quiet ones. Make kindness the standard for collaboration and problem solving. In community service, choose actions that remove barriers. A mentoring call, a resource shared, an introduction made. There's plenty to go around. Small kindnesses can scale into big outcomes. In moments of pressure, when it's tempting to be loud or simply right, be the person who listens first, clarifies, and builds solutions. That's what prepared leaders do. Your degree proves you can master complex ideas. Your kindness will prove you can move people, and that is how change happens. Before I close, I want to leave you with a challenge and an identity to carry forward. Ask yourself, what will people remember about you and the choices you make? Let it be your kindness, strong, collective, all of us, and unstoppable. Let it be the way you create opportunity, strengthen your community, and inspire others to do the same. You are prepared, and you are not the same anymore. The world needs leaders who act with integrity, kindness, and compassion. Be that leader. Let kindness be how you lead, and why your leadership lasts, be on you. You've already shown the world what real power looks like through acts of kindness, big and small. And as part of the Walden community, you will join more than 200,000 alumni making their mark through compassion and action. Congratulations, class of 2025. We are beyond proud of you. So go forward, let your kindness shine, and make the impact you are prepared for. With that, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank a group of strong, kind, intelligent people in our audience. I'd ask that all of our academic leaders and faculty members here today please stand or otherwise signify your presence and be recognized. And it is now my honor to introduce Dr. Cheryl Richard, a faculty member who truly invites us to bring all of who you are into all of what you do. Since earning her PhD from Walden in 2016, Dr. Richard has been a pillar of our community, mentoring doctoral students and leading our Master of Healthcare Administration program. Guided by her core strengths of kindness and resilience, she has spent over 20 years uplifting others through coaching and community engagement. To share more about her journey of perseverance and purpose, please welcome Dr. Cheryl Richard.
Hello, beautifully imperfect people. Dr. Subach, thank you for that incredible introduction. I also pause to thank Jesus Christ, the ultimate example of love and grace, for guiding me here today. Good day and another welcome, graduate class of 2025, faculty, family, and friends. I am honored to stand here today with each of you. You know, I was initially torn by how to begin my speech. Then I recalled a coaching conversation I had with a colleague. She asked a very profound question. If your body could send you a text message, what would it say? I took a deep breath, then emphatically said, "Go back to bed." Though I didn't really want to go back to bed, my response reflected feelings and emotions I had recently experienced from full days, sleepless nights, a wonderful conference, other responsibilities, and the joy of welcoming my third grandson in October. As I wrote my speech, the words, "Congratulations, Cheryl, you've been selected as a faculty commencement speaker," leaped in my heart and my mind like lyrics in a song. I was overcome with emotions filled with gratitude, humility, and thankfulness. You see, selection as a faculty speaker fulfills a long-cherished aspiration. I was so excited. For a moment, I forgot that I'm an introvert. Then I remembered, until I'm not. And here I am. I'll call that state Cherylness. Simply meaning stepping out of my comfort zone despite any nervousness, shortcomings, fear, and yes, imperfections. Why? Because this is about purposeful triumph. Hello, my name is Dr. Cheryl Richard. I am still becoming. Against many odds, I've made it through. You can too. A first-generation college graduate, I reflect upon sitting in awe and walking across the stage as I earned my Walden PhD with 4 generations of loved ones, present, proud, and full of joy, similar to you here now. It's a precious, though bittersweet memory for me, since that was the last time we saw my proud daddy alive. As he had flown in for my graduation, he unexpectedly died the next year. So, though sad and disappointed, and despite some experience I'd been having, shame and disappointment and struggles with perfectionism and other challenges that underlie pregnancy at a tender 15 years old, being a mom at 16 years old, despite inequitable access to necessary resources, and despite 2 failed marriages, one shortly after starting my PhD program, unexpectedly leaving me a single mother once again. I keep going, reminding myself that quitting is not an option. Inspired by each of you here, daily, I wrote, Pregnant Teen to PhD. Faith, Pregnant Teen to PhD. Faith, hope, love, a journey of resilience. And founded Magnificent Messmaker, a trademarked initiative born of my desire to encourage and help empower others along life's imperfect, messy, and beautiful journeys. And it has touched countless lives all over the world. Now, I want to pause to congratulate each of you for your hard work, courage, determination, and resilience that brought you to this moment, okay? So today, we celebrate you and your journey with faith, hope, and love. Growing up, my sweet mama often told me, where there's a will, there's a way. Those words have guided me through challenges I could not fully imagine. Then there's my big brother. One day when I was apparently being lovingly persistent, he tossed me a ceramic doll with words inscribed that said, when you love someone, tell them. That small act has sparked a lifelong quest and questions. What is love? What does it mean to be loved? What does it mean to love? While our individual traditions and faiths and beliefs may differ, we share core values of compassion, integrity, and service to others, which helps us to build stronger communities together. I've come to realize that love is in action. Love is present, patient, and intentional. Love is what carries us when life feels heavy and uncertain. Given my natural strengths of love, spirituality, and kindness, I recall a scripture, 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 8, love endures. And another, 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 1, to make love our highest aim. So I offer you a guiding principle. Bring all of who you are into all of what you do. Remember that. I'll come back to it. Let it remind you to live fully, love fully, and act with purpose. And as Maya Angelou said, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Okay? So speaking of purpose here, years ago I drove almost 3,000 miles from Las Vegas to Baltimore and back to Vegas with my children and grandchildren. I was hesitant about attending my PhD, Walden PhD commencement, until I understood that the moment was about love and legacy. The trip was enlightening and quite frightening. There were highways and backways I had never traveled, familiar gas stations no longer there, and late night uncertainty caused me to second guess myself. Every mile of that journey reminded me of something important, that family, faith, and community help to carry us through even when the road is uncertain. In many ways, your own paths to this stage have mirrored that journey with moments of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Yet, you did not give up and quit. Here you are, standing strong and resilient. Several moments in my life have shaped my influence, my understanding of resilience. First, many of you can relate to this. Number one, don't say a word. That single gesture, simple gesture, to pause and hold a thought. Life often requires us to redirect, to refocus, and sometimes the pause itself is transformative. Secondly, my writing struggle. I was literally crying one day, trying to simplify simplify my writing so that it was understandable for my dissertation study participants. My young daughter at the time asked me, "What are you trying to say?" I told her, and she gently responded, "Why don't you just say that?" I did. Her simple wisdom reminded me that simplicity, clarity, and authenticity will shine through. Then 3, the bounce back. After a great start, my teenage son stumbled and fell during a hurdles relay. But he didn't give up and quit. He rose, continued, and finished his race. That is resilience. And finally, 4, my oldest daughter, small packages, was prematurely born 10 weeks early at just 3 pounds, 11 ounces. She's endured health challenges with courage that inspires me daily. Her perseverance has been a living lesson in hope, faith, and the sustaining power of love. Take a moment and think about your defining moments. You've all experienced challenges, setbacks, and triumphs. Like mine, your stories are proof that resilience is about finishing your race, right? It's about rising, standing tall, and finishing your race. So yes, I created a magnificent mess maker essentially principles for life, as a way to help others turn life's messiness into opportunities for growth. Some of the principles that guided me include extending yourself grace, viewing mistakes as opportunities, embodying authenticity, and pursuing, sharing, and applying knowledge. You've already been practicing these principles in your own ways. Just by persevering through your studies, your resilience, your determination, your commitment show that you are living these truths every day. At Walden, we are called to make an impact. So faith, hope, and love, right? The love that defines our university. The love Walden is. Dr. Subach. Shows us that person-centered care and education prepares faculty and students for empathetically caring for themselves and others in enduring and meaningful ways. These are acts of service to a larger community. Remember, Mama said, where there's a will, there's a way. Embrace your authenticity, your strengths, gifts, talents, and passions. Keep going. You've made it this far because you are resilient. Love is in action. So, I'm going to say this and then invite you to say it. Bring all of who you are into all of what you do. Now, on the count of 3, I want to hear you say that. 1, 2, 3. Bring all of who you are into all of what you do. Congratulations, 2025 Walden graduates.
Whew. Thank you, Dr. Richard, for that powerful message. You continue to be a point of inspiration for the class of graduates and to me, and for that we are grateful. And now, with no further ado, the moment you've been waiting for. Walden graduates, it is my pleasure to ask Tony Freeman, Chair of the Walden University Board of Directors, to join me on stage for the conferral of your degrees. Will the candidates for the Doctor of Business Administration, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Healthcare Administration, Doctor of Human Services, Doctor of Information Technology, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Public Administration, Doctor of Public Health, Doctor of Psychology and Behavioral Health Leadership, and the Doctor of Social Work please rise or otherwise signify your presence. Ms. Freeman, on behalf of my esteemed colleagues on the faculty of Walden University, I have the great pleasure of presenting to you these candidates who have completed all of their doctoral requirements.
Thank you, Dr. Subach. Candace, before I confer your degrees, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge one of our retiring board members. Dr. Charlie Heller, will you please stand? Dr. Heller has served on the board of directors for 21 years, and this is his last ceremony. We want you to know how much we appreciate your leadership and thank you so much for your service. Now to the candidates. Upon the authority vested in the Board of Directors of Walden University by the state of Minnesota, I confer upon you the doctoral degrees to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Doctoral graduates, please be seated. Will the candidates for the Education Specialist degree please rise or otherwise signify your presence? I know there's two of you out there. Ms. Freeman, on behalf of my esteemed colleagues on the faculty of Walden University, I have the great pleasure of presenting to you these candidates who have completed all of the requirements for the degree of Education Specialist.
Candidates upon the authority vested in the Board of Directors of Walden University by the state of Minnesota, I confer upon you the degree of Education Specialist with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Graduates, you may be seated. Now, will the candidates for the master's degree please rise or otherwise signify your presence? These include candidates for the Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Business Administration, Master of Clinical Mental Health Counseling, Master of Healthcare Administration, Master of Information Systems Management, Master of Philosophy, Master of Public Administration, Master of Public Health, Master of School Counseling, Master of Science, Master of Science in Nursing, and Master of Social Work. I don't know, nurses, they might have had you. Let's give it one more go. Master of Nursing. Master of Social Work. All right. How about all the rest of the master's degrees? The clinical mental health counseling group is creeping up there. They might catch up to those nurses. Ms. Freeman, on behalf of my esteemed colleagues on the faculty of Walden University, I have the great pleasure of presenting to you these very enthusiastic candidates who have completed all of their master's degree requirements.
Yes, Dr. Subach, I think we do have some enthusiastic candidates. Candidates upon the authority vested in the Board of Directors of Walden University by the state of Minnesota, I confer upon you the degrees to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto pertaining. Congratulations.
Master's graduates, you may be seated. Now, will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Bachelor of Social Work please rise or otherwise signify your presence? So you master's graduates, remember how hard that bachelor's degree was? Can you imagine what this group of students went through? So I want you to give them all of your enthusiasm here. Ms. Freeman, on behalf of my esteemed colleagues on the faculty of Walden University, I have the great pleasure of presenting to you these candidates who have completed all of the requirements for the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Bachelor of Social Work.
Candidates, upon the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of Walden University, by the state of Minnesota, I confer upon you the degree to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Bachelor's graduates, you may be seated. Before we ask our graduates to join me on stage, I'd like to mention that you'll see a few of them wearing various cords or stoles. These accessories often symbolize academic achievement or membership in one of our elite honor societies. Some will be wearing a teal stole with the Walden University seal. This stole represents their special affiliation as employees of Walden and the Adtalem family. Others are wearing teal and white braided cords to signify they are a lifelong learner with Walden, having earned more than one degree with Walden University. You may also see our undergraduate academy scholars wearing maroon and silver cords, indicating students who started and completed their entire undergraduate degree, all 161 credits of it, at Walden University. The graduate recognition portion of the ceremony will start with the hooding of the doctoral graduates. The presentation of the academic hood is a powerful and highly symbolic moment. One that we do a little differently here at Walden because we believe in the power of community. So once the first graduate has been hooded, they will hood the next graduate in a chain that connects everyone to each other in this celebratory moment. Doctoral graduates, once you have been hooded, you will take the place of the graduate who hooded you, and you will hood the next graduate. Once you have finished hooding the graduate behind you, you may cross the stage, collect that diploma cover, exit the stage, and return to your seat. Now, let's begin individually recognizing our graduates. Will the doctoral candidates please join me on stage to receive your academic hoods?
Dr. Kayla Kovac. Dr. Mylena Smith. Dr. Brian Duncan. Dr. Raul Alafa. Dr. Paula Garcia Betancourt. Dr. Jessica Jensen. Dr. Kim Anaya. Dr. Deidre Michelle Bias. Dr. LaShonda L. Smith. Dr. Kelly Hudgens. Dr. Kenneth Wayne Robison. Dr. Chelsea King. Dr. Shakundala Clark Champion. Dr. Chastity Johnson. Dr. Janita Kearney. Dr. Rebecca Watson. Dr. Shelley Parks. Dr. Spencer James Kuiper. Dr. Joseph J. Glover. Dr. Sally Adam. Dr. Kevin Paul Kuntz. Dr. Pamela K. Choate. Dr. Tessa Eller Cushman. Dr. Claudette Nicole Obunkesi Parker. Dr. Kevin Ikeboni. Dr. Brandy Bianca Walker. Dr. Joan Belfon. Dr. Jasmine Gladney. Dr. Alexis Brian Dorsey. Dr. Molly Blanchette. Dr. Nathaniel Hebert. Dr. Jesse Doherty. Dr. Esther Rapu. Dr. Stephanie Wendell. Dr. Sympathy Sutton Huggins. Dr. Christian Arco-Say. Dr. Carlo Opont. Dr. Wilner Sincere. Dr. Samantha H. Bobrun. Dr. Yograj Raganov. Dr. Shami Miller Small. Dr. Eleanor Denise W. Gaines. Dr. Spencer Castro. Dr. Jadis Manning. Dr. Tony Lorenzo Perry. Dr. Kendra Williams. Dr. Robert Burr. Dr. Joseph Onijosi. Dr. Laoma Tafia Fia Tafaoa Rossiter. Dr. Regina Fraser Bagley. Esther Ejim. Dr. Ernest Edward Garrett III. Dr. Marlon Earl Moyer. Dr. Thompson Olatuyi. Dr. Anthony L. Carter, Sr. Dr. Mariel Ramos Forster. Dr. Wesley Wingate. Dr. Devon Morris. Dr. Ambrisha Johnson George. Dr. Christopher Remediani. Dr. Denise Leslie Rosa. Dr. Carol Ann Miller. Dr. Antoinette Simpson. Dr. Victor Torres Dawson. Dr. Rachel Tubbs. Dr. Stephen Siquitella. Dr. Ernest Fruge. Dr. Marlena Mahler. Dr. Bridget Clark Didier. Dr. Carolyn Lanier. Dr. Veronica Michelle Bayer. Dr. Anthony G. Bourne. Dr. Jacqueline Cottle. Dr. Nicole Helena King Price. Dr. Catherine Stephanie Ore. Dr. Ijeoma Josephine Uche. Dr. Rochelle Brown. Dr. Victoria L. Smith. Dr. LaShonda Lynette Dale. Dr. Emmanuel Onyani. Dr. Bianca Edwards. Dr. Alicia LaShawn Pex. Dr. Sonia Rosello Aponte. Dr. Amina Cole Kangbai. Dr. Vivian B. Ekota. Dr. Omowunmi Oho. Dr. Obioma Linda Okeke. Dr. Sharon Nwane Temple. Dr. Jane Chinwe Chupura. Dr. Oluwatoyin Rotimi. Dr. Grace Ann Porciancula. Dr. Shakina Gleason Oriano. Dr. Linda Wachuku. Dr. Nkechi Uda. Dr. Nena Atta. Dr. Arinola Omisola. This concludes the recognition for the doctoral graduates.
101 new doctors walked across the stage. Congratulations to each and every one of them. The journey is complete, and yes, there is a lot of gratitude for that one. The journey is complete, and we wish you the best in carrying Walden's social impact mission with you as you leverage your degree to make global change. And also you go first because you set the example for all of our graduates today. Showing them that a higher degree is indeed possible for each and every one of our master's, bachelor's, and specialist graduates as well. You can take a little break, but then think about that doctoral degree. These graduates will be next to be recognized and to cross the stage today. Like all of the graduates who will cross the stage beforehand, they worked hard to be here today, and their family and friends are here to share in this special moment. I'd like to take this opportunity to emphasize that we can all lend them our support too by staying seated throughout our graduation ceremony. Hooting and hollering is okay though. Every graduate is important to us, and honoring their accomplishments is why we are here today. So, as a token of our appreciation for your support and to celebrate this magical milestone, we will have a special Disney graduation commemorative button for each graduate who remains with us for the duration of the ceremony. This little group right here knows why I said for the duration of the ceremony. They're on to me. We look forward to celebrating every single name called today. So with that, will the education specialist candidates please join me on stage for conferral of your degrees and to be recognized?
Joey Raphael Norris, Jr. Andrea Smith Davis. This concludes the recognition for the education specialist graduates.
Will the bachelor's candidates please join me on stage for conferral of your degrees and to be recognized?
Whitney Wells. Tricia Venable. Jessica Daniela Marquez. Leslie Broom. Kevin Noé Gutierrez. Natasha Marcy Ferguson. Berenice Smith. Seneca Gary. Anisha Harrison. Cletus Womack, Jr. Hillary Alvarado. September Clarissa Waiters. Elva Marlene Gonzalez. Cynthia Amaya. Stephanie Preston. Jennifer Amalia Voce Devaney. Allison Couch. Vidya Sivaraman Krishnan. Josette Brimmer. Lakendria James. Haley Mosley. Andrew Godwin. Landy Edward. Haley Hunt. Andreas Smith. Lydia Chepkorir. Aaron Russell. This concludes the recognition for the bachelor's candidates.
And now, will the master's candidates please join me on stage for conferral of your degrees and to be recognized?
Jamal Bell. Nicole Gray. Brett Miller. Barbara Hogue. Tara Erlenbaugh. Colton Matthews. Gradia Harris. Ashley Morgan. Chanel Sonora LaQuasia Richardson. Kayla McLaughlin. Musa B. Sasay. Sioba Noella Bagumadu. Tashiana Walton. Renee Thornton Singletary. Katrina Wesley Price. Oljila Gary. Malik Roland Jackson Jr. Shantina S. Russell. Asia Jackson. Nicole Latrice Loney Hawkins. Michelle Sabrina Alexander. Brittany Alexandria Fritz. Michelle St. Fard. Elizabeth Selkridge. Ashley Nicole Lee Barrett. Yolanda Fleming. Amber Lavelle Nesbitt. We have one more EDS graduate to recognize. That was Amber Lavelle Nesbitt. Taro Celestine. Berlin Gibson. Portia Clarice John. Erica Washington. Alona Holmes. Desiree Dozer. Crystal Steinfeld. Kathy Wright. Hannah Akin. Brittany Cage. Keisha Gray. Anaya McGee. Trevicia Queely Richardson. Inez Ortiz. Elisa Moore. Rodney Harding. Christian Thomas. Ariel Valdez Smith. Ponta Donzo. Josue Rodolfo Rodriguez. Eurydice Stewart Starks. Jessica Blair. Shamika Wiley. Sinesha Cooper. Tina Leak. Reina L. Foy. Nuhad Marie Nassar. Michelle Lawrence Bailey. Alyssa Rivers. Rebecca Solomon. Autumn Goodwin. Michelle Green. Aileen Paco Jordan. Shannon Ricketts. Navolette Harvey Hines. Kidon Smith. Marcia Bailey. Gail Barker Rowe. Samantha Smith. Ariel Ruiz. Stephanie Evans. William Damson. Kevin Alexander Thomas. Esther Townsend. Jaleesa Brown. Samantha Jimenez. Natasha Sy. Sydney Mathis. Christina Lynn Wiles. Andres Gonzalez. Shankita Simon. Alexis Brianna Kinlock. Amanda Luna. Renan Elise Vasquez. Corey James Blogsvet. Maya Anderson. Latasha Reisinger. Atandra Shields. Tanisha Mitchell. Vanessa Tapias Ressen. Crystal S. Peel. Kevin Dunn. Crystal Holman. Megan Hubbard. Ebony Lachey Columbus. Miriam Isinini Pop. Tiffany DeCio. Gina Christini. Adarius Schultz. Sarah Mia Barnum. Rose Klippinger. Laura Pineros. Charity Patton. Chelsea Mead. Alicia Watkins. Devontae Tucker Bay. Bobby Joe Hayes. Erin Nicole Kreitz. Gina Marie Colineri. Lauren Holmes. Melissa Dale. Jennifer O'Rourke. Amani Baptiste Rodriguez. Emily Turley. Gracia Encinas. Sasha Navarro. Teriva Hamlet. Tiffany Carter Crowley. Natasha Hunt. Tony McClinton. Davida Chanel Faltz. Emma Harris. Julie Knorr. Mark Christopher Kelly. James Nathan Caverly. Rashia Nicole Parker. Brittany Simone Blythe. Timothy Fugit. Anne Marie Bayless. China Coulange. Louisa Pearson. Janelle Lynch. Allison Mowat. Ariel Davis. Fatmata Musa. Mercy Rachel Gordon. Christina Pinkett. Lauren Rooney. Marissa Tilley. Erica Flood. Mackenzie Phillips. Whitney Nolan. Nicole Nelson. Dominique Alexis Liggins. Crystal Chalonnet Drayton. Tashira Leonard. Mercy Chimombo. Dejanique Battles. Mbecha Abagamua. Devern Neely. Liliana Hernandez Castro. Simone Petrique Thomas. Amber McAvoy. Constance Morer. Mariel Ashley Soriano. Wendy Abraham. Samantha Sullivan. Madison Montgomery. Taneri Mansfield. Princess Henton. Brittany Hersey. Cassandra Moore. Christia Schuler. Tiffany Cornegay. Beryl Sumalong. Chrissia Nahima Filchuk Fuentes. Caressa Thomas. Deshonda Clemens. Jan Bonabella Martinez. Naima Martin. Vanessa Campos Mazon. Brenda Agbogo Mba Achiri. Epsiba Aza. Stephanie Reyes. Allison Bernardo. Candace A. Eziokobe. Chantel White Alexander. Shanice Nicole Nelson. Melanie Kaufusi. Melanie Artres. Jennifer Zamora Rios. Araceli Ruiz. Julie Vera Rivas. Taylor Joe Cardinal. Ira Chanel Lane. Lishay Battle. Sheila Faustin. Natasha Carrick. Brandy Finizzi. Melissa Hastings. Anthony Daniel Huerta. Ayani Morgan. Carolyn Caparucio. Linda Khosravi. Misleen Alcius. Blake Peterson. Elizabeth Tolley. Chanel Sant. Kayla Walling. Kayla Taylor. Imelda Balili. Catherine Mbua. Iradia Boatwright. Joseph Stubbs. Jonetta Rashawn Carroll. Rebecca Brooks. Crystal Moses. Erica Mata. Bertrand Chuatico. Linda Gonzalez. Priscilla Garza. Marla Elizabeth Napoleon. Lauren Worley Simmons. Nicolina Agbor. Patricia Gang. Don Wade. Polk. Taryn Lloyd. Tanisha Chevelle Bonds. Shauna Harris. Taniqua Fullwood Maple. Esther Onono Yarrington. Jasmine Leonard. Carl Lewis Oldham. Adam Perez. George Mosira. Renee Ann Ragucci. Tanya Martin. Saba Mesfin Negash. Sarah Davis. Denisha Bailey. Amanda Brooks. Catherine Elise Griffith. Annabelle Sanchez. Monica Rivera. Tia Drayton. Aaron Vaughn. Shirley Manetta. Chidinma Egbuna. Gabriel Gomez. Gertrude Odechukwu Ome. Charles Gunder Heyer. Caitlin Debus. Connie Doyle. Jennifer Colillo. Adriana Duran. Nicole Marion. Gina Welch. Natalie Badgett. Kiera Corbin. Monica Lara. Brittany Smith Vinnett. Blair Tomczak. Alana Harmon Guerrero. Sarah Brown. Elizabeth Chaco. Alexi Joseph. Bianca Diaz. Patricia Pierre Lewis. Adelaide Boachi Karikari. Shireen Shearer Blackman. Marilyn Moreo Johnson. Amy C. Glass. Kaylin Briner. Anastasia Espew. Darren Lynn Smith. Marie Carmen Duval Lemaire. Anna Davison. Chandra Michelle Thomas. Dieti Cooper. Christopher Miracle Buno. Patrick Tawo Eva. Louisa Sohomonian. Jennifer Joellen Zambrano Cabrera. Kilian de Guzman. Bernice Mello. Chetaka Okeke. Sini Bino. Athira Jose. Anu Catherine. Austin Wogu. Ivalise Serrano Rodriguez. Yoandi Castillo Hernandez. Jeanette Gonzalez Afanador. Peter Bullock. Dorothy Kingston. Ruby May M. Angela Jordan. Candace Clark. Kelly Monique Williams. Nikia Cristal. Alexis Campbell. Amanda Noel Saloom. Rosalita Dixon. Shawnette Anne Marie Lynch. Fiona Champagne. Danielle Durenzi. Sanslia Lima. Karen Stalzer. Jennifer Samilin Somerville. Andrea Marie Pickett. Queen Achoakawa. Maria Pilar Perez. Latasha Cooper. Heather Blackwell. Alicia King. Kare Nikemia Powers Carey. Talisha Mitchell. Fatima Omowunmi Adeyemi. Pooja Rani. Anissa Richards Johnson. Phyllis Humphreys Harris. Shanna Lee Skyers Henry. Saskia Martin Noseworthy. Mimi Akpo. Norma Farias. Raina Simon. Shakira Johnson. Mariana Ambalule. Wadesia Walker. Nadia Tamiko Ward. Alana Dominique Rowe. Nelsa Nkendong. Mercedes Singleton. Natakrit Smith. Cassini Norcom. Sheriki Mobley. Sandrine Sok Chamba. Marikar Gatmaitan Mendoza. Sarah Elizabeth Timmis. Ala Sultan Sadeh. Rania Ahmad. Abigail Murdoch. Lindsay Bethany. Jocelyn Mariana Lemon. Holly Hanks. Diane Renee Oster. Micah Watson. Kiera Murray. Evelyn Monyangi Mobe. Virginie Moyes. Nenena Nwakea. Esmere Gutierrez. Baromi Koroma. Jenny Como. Ashley Green. Idowu Omozua Omololo Abaku. Janita C. Hutchinson. Shamika Thomas. Batu Karim Sori. Sarah Enja Abwaji. Medine Michael Medine. Yewande Rachel Awoyemi. Efemena Ugbome. Latoya Smith. Nasmar Muwood. Sylvia Anya. Marie Leeson Valerius. Hygenia Tuimame Lanka. Janice Monfort Mada. Valerie Ndonku. This concludes the recognition of the master's degree graduates.
What a great group of graduates. Doctoral graduates, I want to thank you for sticking around. Thank you. Also, I took note as we were going across the stage that it seemed like we had a whole lot of first-generation graduates here today. Could you all please stand up? You've set a path. Congratulations. As we wait for the last group of graduates to find their seats, you might have noticed some amazing photos circulating online and displayed earlier today. These photos are a testament to your journey, your achievements, and the incredible people you've shared this experience with. Let's take a moment to enjoy a special tribute, a montage to some of our favorite graduate photos. And now, graduates, please stand as you are able. As scholars and practitioners who have received doctoral, specialist, master's, and bachelor's degrees, you may now grasp your tassels and move them to the left side as a symbol of your academic achievement. And let me be the first to welcome you to the Walden University alumni community. You're joining a global network of over 200,000 changemakers across 165 countries. You should be immensely proud. This degree represents years of sacrifice, the late nights, the extra discussion threads, and then one more, and the perseverance required to balance work, family, and your education. Whether you are the first in your family to graduate or you defied the odds to be here, you have established a legacy of lifelong learning. But you didn't do this alone. Graduates, please turn and face your family and friends. Here is the support network that lifted you up, that took on those extra burdens. They did the dishes, they watched the kids, they helped you with all the small tasks so you could reach this moment. So one last, biggest round of applause for all of them. I saw a t-shirt on my way over here that said, "I survived my mom's PhD." So let's make her proud and prove to her and those families that the sacrifice was worth it. Don't just carry your degree out of here, use it. Be the person who steps up, acts with integrity, and creates lasting social impact. Take your light out into the sunshine and shine it brightly. Congratulations and thank you for being a part of this milestone celebration. We will now conclude Walden's 74th commencement ceremony. I ask that you all please remain in place, enjoying the music and the moment. Dancing is encouraged until the platform and faculty have both left the auditorium. Grand Marshal Dr. Baltes, please lead us. Congratulations again to our graduating class.